G'day football fans and welcome back to part 2 of this Wolves career mode. We are at the start of the season now, ready for our first game, but before we get to it, I'm just going to go through the transfer dealings we've got to. Few deals done in, not everything went to plan. Before I get to those transfer dealings though, I do want to address one thing. Due to certain, let's say, off-field antics of a certain young Englishman, I've restarted the save. I was on board with what EA Sports had done in that player no longer being in the game, so I have restarted it. What that has meant is that they've done their squad update, which means that Adam is already gone. That does take my finances down a lot. I've had to wheel and deal, you know. They're not the big targets I wanted, but we had to make do. On our target list was Todd Cantwell. Of course, Todd Cantwell in real life has moved to Bournemouth, so I can't get him. Sumare, because we didn't have that extra money, can't get Sumare. Oriol Romeu. Let's have a look at Oriol Romeu. He's signed for Freiburg. Apparently the life down here in Wolverhampton wasn't attractive enough for him, and he's gone. But it is what it is. What those deals have meant is that our transfer dealings have changed a little bit. You may recognise one of the names. So we did get Yusuf Poulsen. He came in for £14.2 million. He's signed a $53,000 per week contract, as I said in the last video. A great backup for Raul Jimenez, just that much better than Fabio Silva. So that's what we're going with. Then to replace what I wanted in Todd Cantwell, we've got Ross Barkley. I remember when he was first breaking through, there was those comparisons with Gaza, Paul Gascoigne. We're going to help him realise that, I reckon. So he's not going to quite hold down a first 11 spot straight away with Ruben Neves and João Moutinho in there, but I think he's a good deputy, a good option off the bench even, and gives that bit more of a attacking impetus, I guess. Next up, we got Azor Matusiwa. Oh man, I'm going to butcher that name so many times. This is our, I guess, budget Romeo option. As you can see, like we only started with £40 million. We spent £9 million on our youth, who we were lucky enough to get Northern Ireland and the Phantom Albania again. But that meant that we have Yusuf Poulsen coming in for 14, Ross Barkley coming in for 13, so that's 27. So we've only then got about 6 million left. This was our budget Romeo. He's much younger. He's 5 overall worse, but he's 23. He's a good defensive centre mid, and that's sort of what I was after with someone who will just sort of sit in front of the back line and mop up. Basically, I don't want him to be. He doesn't have to be Xabi Alonso. He doesn't have to have PLO passing and free kicks or anything like that. He just has to sit there, defend, play simple passes to the more forward players. And one of those players who will be more forward than him is Tyler Roberts. So he's come in. I was trying to get, as you can see, Mr. Xhaka offered him just quite not enough, apparently. Even though I've given him a bit of a raise, he's turned us down, and in place of him was Tyler Roberts. Again, just a good player who can get forward from midfield, and he'll put in a good shift for us. He's not going to be not quite possibly as good as Cantwell would have been, though, I mean, I wouldn't have paired Cantwell with Barkley, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So what that has meant then is the squad looks like this. So this is how we are going to line up for the first game of the season against Leicester. Hwang Hee-chan on the left, Jimenez up front, Neto on the right, in midfield, Moutinho on the right centre mid, Dendonka centre defensive mid, and Neves on the left of the midfield three. We've got Ait-Nouri starting over Marcel. I just think it makes a bit more sense to play the younger option. Hopefully he'll progress a bit as the season goes on. He looks a bit like LaMelo Ball in that photo to me for some reason. If anybody agrees with that, please let me know, because otherwise maybe I'm nuts. I don't know. Kilman will be starting over what would be Sace. I understand that he's lower overall, but Sace is 31. He's going to start going down overall. Kilman's 24. He can probably go up another couple. That'll hopefully serve us well. He's there next to Cody. Can't miss out Cody. He's the club captain. He had to be in there. And then Semedo, who I'm training back to be a right back, but as in the last episode, it takes 78 weeks to train him from a wing back to a right back for some reason. Never understand it. Then we'll have Jose Sarr starting in goal, and for the bench, I think the only change I'm going to make to this bench, we'll put Barkley in there, just so we have a bit of an option at obviously a keeper, couple of wide backs, and they can play all across the back line, because if we lose a right back, he's in. If we lose a centre back, he's in. If we lose a left back, he's in. Done. Striking option off the bench, though, I might change him out for Poulsen, Barkley, and then some wingers. Might actually swap one of them out for another, for Matasiwa or something. Matusiwa? Matusiwa. It's going to take me a while. So with all that out of the way, we're going to get into the first game. Here's where we're lining up. Our lineup, as I've discussed on the right there, up against Leicester City, possibly a bit defensive with Castagna on the right, who can play both, and then I guess on the left, having Justin as left back is possibly not as offensive as having like an attacking left back like a Nuri or something, but you know, as far as quality goes, we're up against it here. So welcome to a beautiful and absolutely typically English day here at King Power Stadium for the opening day of the season, and we are underway. Doesn't it feel good to be underway? First day of the Premier League season. Do you ever get that? How you, oh god, this isn't good. Oh, okay, we're fine. You know, where it's first day of the Premier League season and you're just giddy. You know, you're just bouncing off the walls because, as we are struggling to get out of our own half early here, you've had 3 months to sit, and you've had 3 months sitting and waiting around for football to come back, and it's finally here, and you're just, yeah, as I said, bouncing off the walls. Well, that's not ideal. First time forward and they've absolutely done us, haven't they? Nothing we could do apparently. Not a good start, is it? It just had to be him, didn't it? After, you know, I didn't say something too controversial, I would have thought, saying that Castagna was more of a defensive option, but apparently I ticked him off or something. I don't know. But as we actually got near their box, this is where it came from last time. Here we go. All right. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, you're joking. Our players run straight past the ball, and it's let them in straight away again. As we take another look, Jamie Vardy couldn't believe his eyes. He just easily lays it off to Maddison, who's had a bit of a pop. He had the easy job. Let's try and move the ball around. Very solid defensively here, aren't they?
Try something a little different. Nope. Timothy Castagna, way too good going both directions, apparently. It's just the Timothy Castagna show today. And now Vardy's in behind, as he wants to be. Alright, we've held them off pretty well there. I think we've done a good job.
Right, we finally get a foot in, again trying to get the ball off them, and apparently it's a foul. Alright, we're playing well when it's in our own half and we can just sort of pass it to the open man. I'm thinking, there's an open man out there. That's what we were talking about in the first episode, about him cutting inside onto his better foot. Oh, decent ball across the box. No, not quite there. And we're going to be up against it again, because tackling the AI is just the hardest job in the world. And even when you do, or when you should win the ball, you don't have the ball. It's a joke. Oh, big save. Oh, we've actually won the ball off them there. That's incredible. Hopefully we can make something happen here. Oh, I thought that channel was open out for Neves to run through onto. I have a feeling I need to change something up about the way we're going forward, because as much as we do have players who are quick and... Oh, there we go, we've actually won the ball again. Amazing. We do have players who are quick and good on the ball. It sort of helps if they're in a decent position to do something with it. So at the moment, we're 42 minutes in, and I think we've been in their box once, and it was without the ball.
We've got some good possession here. Hopefully we can create something. Here's a bit of room. Oh, not quite. Good effort though.
Finally, we have our first attempt. Dendonka from range. Not exactly who you want on the ball from there, but now the chance from the corner. Though it's FIFA, so is it really a chance? Oh, another low ball. Oh, good spell this. We'll try and curl that. Oh, no. Half-time here. And I guess the story so far is clinical from Leicester and lackluster from us. Ready to go for the second half here. I still can't believe that the one man I had something like vaguely negative about scored after 7 minutes. But as the half wore on, I think we got more into it. Hopefully, we can nab something out of this, or at least make a game of it. You know, in the tactics, I've got us set up as the slow build up, and my thought there was that I wanted to some degree control when my players tried to go forward. Just pressing the I'm on Xbox, so pressing the left bumper to get your player going through. I think I'm going to need to change that so that we have a bit more, I don't know, attacking impetus. I'm not sure. Oh, they've got out of that pickle. Now we're up against it again. Madison through. Oh, big save, Jose Sarr. I'm not going to say kept us within touching distance, but he's given us the opportunity to stay within touching distance, I guess. Unlike that pass. Well, I was in the middle of saying, 100%, there's nothing else I could have been saying. I was in the middle of saying well defended, and then he forgot the ball again. It's the same thing as what happened with that first goal, where it looks like he won it, and then he left the ball. I hate to tell you this, but Jamie Vardy, or really any Premier League striker, not missing from there. Okay, so we've made a couple of changes. As you see on the ball now is Daniel Podence on the left. And it's a debut for Ross Barkley. Hopefully, as I was saying sort of earlier when I was talking about him, bit more of an attacking impetus in midfield. Or as Aitner is in behind here, but there's no one in the box, so it's pointless. So yes, with Ross Barkley on there, hopefully a bit more of an attacking threat from midfield, someone who's willing to get that a little bit further forward. Oh, that was not the cleanest, but they've got out of a jam. Got out of a jam very well there, didn't they? All of a sudden, they're in our box again. Just tried to spin him there, and didn't quite work out. Now did it? Oh, the big crossfield ball. That is delicious. Out to their new man, Carlos Vela. When I was talking about Timothy Castagna before the game started, Carlos Vela's there's no argument that he's a more attacking option, but he's not scored within his first 7 minutes. I mean, I'm not saying he's not going to score here now, but Timothy another stop there from Jose Sarr, as we will bring on Chinchao just for something else, as we look to get something out of this game late on. That is the opposite of what I had in mind. I guess, look, we can't blame Jose Sarr for any of them, so we can't talk about how the club's lost or got rid of Rui Patricio, because it's not that. In the defending and the attacking hasn't exactly inspired. Give up an easy ball forward. There we go. We've won the ball, not quite in their half, but you know, better. Done nothing with it. Hey, Casper Schmeichel got to touch the ball, so that's good. It's not the result we were after, or the performance, or anything like that, but it is just the beginning. We'll go through the goals again as Timothy Castagna got it underway. Ait Nouri running straight past him makes him look like a right mug, pops it in the near top corner. Easy as you like. James Maddison with the second goal. This time it's Max Kilman who's run straight past the ball. Left it for Jamie Vardy, who has put it on an absolute plate. And Maddison has absolutely buried it. Third goal, Jamie Vardy. This time, Connor Cody at fault. Made the intervention, but then just lost track of the ball, and it leaves Jamie Vardy with the easiest of jobs. And rounding off the scoring was Pat Sandaka, who Ait Nouri's marking left with the easiest of jobs to put it across Jose Sarr and into the far corner for 4-0. So I guess the only way to go from there is up, literally, because we're at the bottom of the league now. As you can see, coming up we've got Tottenham at home next, their first home game of the season. Then we've got Birmingham away in the Cup, which hopefully the Leicester match is anything to go by. We're looking forward to the Birmingham one as a bit of a morale and confidence booster. Next episode I will come back with the game against Manchester United. I feel like it's a big game in all the circumstances, and especially on FIFA, because I think they're a bit of a FIFA good team. You know, those teams that they're just sort of, they put them together and everyone gets all excited and they're good on FIFA, but then they don't really win anything. That's this Manchester United team. There is a couple of weeks left in the transfer window. Not going to say we're not going to do any business. Not going to say we are. We don't have much money to do anything with. So if there's any incomings or outgoings, I will let you know. I'll cover anything. Please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Let me know in the comments if there's any part of this video you'd like to see more of, if you'd like me to go through the transfers around the league or anything like that, or any other more focused sort of content you might like to see. If you want to see the tactics behind losing 4-0 away to Leicester, more than happy to show you that. Until next time, when we go again, peace.